All right, so what is going on, everyone, and welcome to the channel. If you're not familiar, my name's Mike. This is EAA, Extreme Automotive Addiction. If you guys are loyal followers to the channel, welcome back. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, welcome. Hope you stay, hope you subscribe. Don't forget to like and share and all that good stuff. Thought I'd get that out of the way at the very beginning of the video. So today, I'm gonna talk about and address the question that I get asked more often than any other question when people come into the shop or on the channel or what have you. And that question is, which is my favorite vehicle? So the typical questions that I get: what do I do for a living? How do I afford all the vehicles? I own 20 at the moment. What's the method to my madness when it comes to collecting? But the one question that people always seem to ask me is, out of all 20, which is my favorite? And I'm going to answer that by telling you the same thing I tell everybody else. I don't have a favorite. It would be like deciding which kid of mine do I love the most. Every vehicle in here has a certain uniqueness, a certain quirk about it, a certain thing about it that I enjoy or appreciate. That's why I own the vehicle. And as I've said before, if I had the means, I would own a lot more vehicles, but right now 20 seems to be a really good number. Now, there are some vehicles that are a little more special to me, some vehicles that I would never sell, or it would be way down the line. I'd have to sell a lot of other vehicles before I'd ever let that one go. And I thought we would go through the shop right now really quickly, talk about each vehicle, and kind of tell you where it stands in regards to that. We're going to start with the Mustang behind me, my 66 Mustang. This is a vehicle I haven't had that long, just a few months. And I really enjoy it. My wife would actually kill me if I got rid of it right now because she wants to drive it at least one time before I get rid of it. But I have no desire to get rid of this car. That's not to say I wouldn't sell it, but someone would have to offer me a really good price, probably more than it's worth for me to let it go. I like the car, I like the looks of the car. As you can see, it's a very nice car, very well sorted out. And yeah, it's one of my favorites actually. I love the body style, I always have loved the fastback body style. So this one is actually gonna go nowhere soon. Now over my shoulder you can see I've got the Lightning behind me, my 2002 Lightning. This is actually a truck that has taken me by surprise. Truthfully, when I went looking for this truck, I really thought it was just an itch I had to scratch. I was gonna have it for a few months and I would get rid of it. I didn't think it was gonna grow on me as much as it does, but I've gotta say this truck is absolutely amazing. I really come to enjoy the looks of it, the style of the truck. The supercharger whine is absolutely intoxicating. It makes really good power, really good performance truck. It's not perfect by any means. And truthfully, when I got the truck, my intention was that I was just gonna drive it. I was actually gonna daily drive it. Kind of has fallen into the point where I'm not daily driving the truck at all, but I don't mind taking it out in kind of dreary weather and things like that. I took it out to Cars and Coffee the other day and it was a little foggy and cold and what have you. And so this is my vehicle I can do that in. And truthfully, I can still utilize this vehicle and drive it. But yeah, I love it. I have no intention of getting rid of it. If someone made me a good offer for it, I probably would sell it, but I'm not looking to sell it. So that's where I stand on that one. Okay, behind me is my Shelby Cobra Replica. This is a car I've wanted for a long time. This is a car I absolutely love. No intention of selling this car. I have no desire to sell this car. This car will be around until I really can't get in and out of it. Then once I am forced to let it go, I will. But I love this car. It is absolutely at the top of the list, probably in the top, definitely in the top 5, maybe the top 4, 3 of getting rid of them. So this one's gonna be around for a while. My 79 Trans Am, absolutely love this car. It is one vehicle. I have a vehicle for each child. I have 3 children. So this vehicle is earmarked for my stepdaughter. That being said, I have had some interest in this car. And I have a number in mind that I would let it go for, but I would have to get another one. That's the thing. My stepdaughter really loves this car. Unless we found something else that she really loved that I like too, I would have to get another one. So it's got to be worth my while to let this car go. It's an absolutely beautiful car. I love looking at it. I love driving it. It's not fast. It's not a performance car by any means, but it is just such a beautiful car. The color combination is amazing. So yeah, that one's probably not going anywhere either.
I am the voice of Night Industry 2000's microprocessor, KITT for easy reference, a kit if you prefer.
Yes, for those of you that didn't know, I do have a kit replica. I've had it now for a little while, and it's a car that I have wanted for a long time. Definitely a bucket list car for me. So this car is going to be around for a while. That being said, the right offer, yes, I would sell it. I would let it go. But again, I'm not actively looking to sell it. I enjoy it. I want to continue to enjoy it. I haven't even taken it out to any car events or anything like that yet. So this is a car that I think is going to stay around for a little bit. My C7 Grand Sport, I've had this for a few months now. This is another car that's kind of taken me by surprise, to be quite honest. As many of you may know, I had a C7 Z06, and I really thought that it was going to take a C7 Z06 to scratch that C7 itch for me that I had wanting to get back into a C7. I even went out and drove a brand new 2019, brand new at the time, Grand Sport. It was a 7-speed manual. Really wasn't that impressed with it, so I really didn't think a Grand Sport was going to do it for me. And then kind of on a whim, I went and test drove this car. I saw it in person. I love the spec on it, and really the performance on this car really impresses me. I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's that big of a step down from the Z06 I had before. So this car is going to hang around for a while. I will eventually end up getting rid of it, and I probably will upgrade to maybe a C7 Z06 or maybe even a ZR1. Maybe down the road, even a C8, who knows. But yeah, I'm really liking this car. I'm liking this car more than I expected. So it's going to be around for quite a little while. 67 Chevelle Super Sport. If you guys follow my channel, you know the story behind this car. It has a lot of sentimental value for me. It's a car that I had to have because my mom used to have one when I was a kid, and basically identical spec, setup, color, everything like that. This is a car that's going nowhere. I can promise you that. Someone would have to make me such an outrageous offer for this car that it wouldn't be worth it for them. It would not be worth it. They could go out and buy probably 2 for what I would want for this car. So it's going to stick around. It is also a vehicle that will go to one of my kids. Plan on giving it to my youngest son someday. Many years from now, I'm going to continue to enjoy it. It is just absolutely a blast to drive. It's a lot of fun. So this car is going to stick around. Next, it's my 65 Chevy C10. And if you guys follow the channel, you know the story on this truck. So that means it's going absolutely nowhere, and this is definitely one that will go nowhere. My 65 C10 has such a sentimental value to me. My dad bought it brand new, and I've had it now for 35 years. This truck's going nowhere. It's promised to my oldest son. It will go to him someday when he gets out on his own and established. But yeah, I don't care really what the number is that someone offered me on that truck. It's going nowhere. It's staying right here. It definitely would be the last vehicle out. If I had to sell everything else, this truck would stay. All right, so behind me is the newest addition to the shop, 68 Chevelle Pro Street. I'm not going to get too close to it, and I'm not going to talk specifics about the car because a video is coming on this car very soon. But this is a car that, again, it was kind of an itch I had to scratch. At this point in time, I would say that it's probably not going to be in the shop very long. I'm going to be able to experience it. I'm going to be able to brag about it, have the bragging rights of opening up the shop and showing it off and everything like that. But I think probably within the next 6 months or a year, I will end up selling it or maybe trading it for something different and moving on from it. But for right now, yeah, I'm going to have a lot of fun with this car, no doubt about it. Like I said, definitely video coming very soon, and you guys are going to love it. The car is just amazing. Once I tell you all the specs and we go for a little ride in it, I think you guys are going to really enjoy that video. Okay, so my 56 Chevy 210 I've had for quite a little while now. I've always loved the Tri-5s. I think that there's a beautiful design. It's kind of one of those vehicles that every hot rodder should own at least once in his life or her life. And so this is a car that I have no intention of selling. I would sell for the right price. It would be a pretty comfortable number. I would definitely make a little bit of money on that car to sell it, but I have no intention of selling it. It drives like a new car. It's very comfortable. It's got disc brakes, power steering, air conditioning, overdrive transmission, crate 350. It's just a great car, great driver, beautiful car, very honest car, not over the top. So yeah, I don't think this one's going anywhere anytime soon. This vehicle probably gets the least amount of love on the channel in general, but it is my 58 Plymouth Silver Special. I've actually wanted a 58 Plymouth for a very long time, ever since I saw the movie Christine. Of course, I've talked about this. I would have rather had a 2-door hardtop, but you know, they were just so expensive at the time, and I found this one. Very honest car, original mileage car. It is definitely one of the cars I would say in the top 5 that would be hanging out and not going anywhere anytime soon, just because I've had it so long. And my wife, of course, told me I can't get rid of it because it's our wedding car. So yeah, there is that. So yeah, this car's not going anywhere. It would just have to be such a killer deal that someone would make me either on a trade or buy it for me to let it go. And when I talk trade, I'd have to get another 58 Plymouth, and it would have to be a 2-door, and it'd have to be, you know, comparable condition for me to even consider it. So this car's going to stick around. Another car that really kind of caught me off guard is this one. This is my 87 Turbo Regal. Clean, honest car, original paint, original interior. A few little mods done to it, nothing major. But it truly is a car that I thought, okay, I'm just gonna wanna own it. Again, it's an itch I have to scratch. But I really come to like this car. Driving the car is so comfortable. When that turbo spools and makes boost, it surprises a lot of people, including me, and I've driven it a number of times. I mean, I've had it for over a year and a half, something like that, and it's still, I get a smile on my face every time I drive it. So I don't see this car going anywhere, but that being said, again, kind of like the 56, someone made me an offer I just couldn't refuse. I would let it go, reluctantly, but I would let it go. My 81 DeLorean, yeah, this is a car that's not going anywhere. This is a car that's gonna be sticking around, definitely in the top 5. I have no intention of getting rid of it. This is probably like the longest bucket list car that I've wanted. Maybe it and the Trans Am are very, very close, but yeah, this car is so nice to drive. It's so enjoyable to have. I love walking into the shop, seeing it, looking at it, and it just is. It's a great car. And because I've wanted it for so long, yeah, this is one that's definitely going to stick around. It's very enjoyable. It's not fast. It's not really sporty or anything like that, but it's just a great, iconic car. Acura NSX, haven't really had this car that long. Definitely not a forever car, I know that. It's a lot of fun to own, a lot of fun to drive, but it's not a forever car. So that being said, the right offer was made, I would sell it. I'm not looking to sell at this point in time, but if I had the right offer, yes. Down the road, yes. I don't think it's going to be around for a super long period of time. I'm not going to say how long. I don't know. It's just, I'm like that. When I get to the point where I was like, okay, I'm ready to sell, I just wake up one morning, I look at it, I go, okay, I'm done. I'm ready to sell it, and I'm ready to move on to the next one. And that's going to be the case with this car, I'm very sure. Okay, next in line is going to be my 72 Pantera. This car I've actually just passed a year of ownership with. I think maybe a year and a few months or what have you. This is the car I absolutely love. This car is just a kick. It is so incredibly badass. There is nothing I don't like about this car, really nothing. Even the things that I find a little uncomfortable about being in it or what have you, I still love about this car. I plan on doing a video on this car very soon to talk a little bit more in depth about that. But this is the car that, again, like the Cobra, as long as I can get in and out of it, it's going nowhere. This thing's gonna stick around. It would take an outrageous little fortune to pry it away from me, so yeah, it's gonna stick with me. Okay, last and certainly not least, at least in this shop, is my Jaguar Xke. This is really a beautiful car. The lines, the color combination, it is just, in my opinion, just a really beautiful car. You know, that being said, yeah, I would sell it. I actually had it up for sale there for a little while. Didn't get a lot of interest in it, mostly because I just think that this area that I live in is not really conducive for ownership of this car. It takes a special kind of person that wants a Jaguar Xke, and so I get it. I get that there wasn't a lot of interest. I would sell it. I have a number in mind that I would sell it for. I think the number is very fair based on what I've seen a lot of them selling for and going for out there. And so when someone comes along and offers me that, or that a deal works out, or a trade offer works out or something like that, I'll go ahead and let that car go. But for now, it's such a fun car to drive. I could daily drive it if I wanted to. It's very comfortable. It's a good cruiser. So yeah, it's probably going to be around for a little bit longer, and I'm going to enjoy it. As you guys know, I just got it out of the shop not that long ago. Dropped almost $14,000 into getting all the repairs done and things like that. So it's very well sorted out. I'll enjoy it for a little while, but eventually it will go down the road. So over here at the workshop, it's a little darker over here because the lighting's not that great. And I mean, I could open up the doors, but it's pretty dreary out today. It's very foggy and kind of dark in general, so really wouldn't help that much. But last 4 vehicles, and if you're keeping count, yeah, we've done 16 over there, so we're up to the 4 over here. Last 4 vehicles are over here at the workshop for the moment. And let's start with the 92 Cadillac Hearse, which is behind me. Again, it was just an itch I had to scratch. I'm ready to get rid of this car, I really am. Not that I don't enjoy driving it, but no matter what happens, this car is always going to end up staying over here at the workshop, just simply for the fact that it takes up so much real estate. It's a lot of car, as you can well see. I mean, look at this thing. It's just huge. So that being said, I do want to sell this car. First person that comes along and gives me $5 grand for this car, it's going to go. You know, I don't have people jumping out of the woodwork to do it, but I know eventually it will sell. I've got nothing but time. It doesn't cost me a lot to keep the car and to have the car. It's still a very nice car to drive. I really do enjoy it. It's very cool. I always wanted a hearse, and I still think it's cool to have one. But again, it's time. I'm ready to let that one go. So that'll actually take me down to 19 cars. Okay, the other car that's over here right now, and simply just because it needs a few things done to it right now, so Eddie's doing some work on it. That's my 64 Corvette. My C2, I absolutely love this car. This car is going nowhere. Someone made me like an outrageous offer on it, I would sell it. But I just think the car is so cool. I love the design, the body style. Put the different wheels, it actually came off my Chevelle on here. And I really like the looks of it. Still have the rallies that I can put back on, change it back and forth. But this car is so cool that, yeah, the offer that someone would make me would be more than it's really worth, so it's going nowhere. So these both are my wife's cars, so you know, it's very hard for me to talk about them and talk about really where they stand in line because they're not going anywhere. My wife loves both of them. I enjoy driving both of them too, really a lot. They're not going anywhere anytime soon until my wife says, yeah, let's get rid of one or both or whatever, or look for something different. They're gonna stick around. Right now they're over here at the workshop because don't have room over at the other shop, but that does segue into the next little thing I do want to talk about, which is an update on my wife's she shed. Okay, and so lastly, back over here at my place, over at the regular shop, the update on my wife's she shed. It is done, it is in. I had this done a couple of days ago. They finished out. I'm very, very pleased with it. As you guys can see, she's got a little place she can drive into, more than enough room for her 2 vehicles and anything else that she wants to put in there. I actually have an electrician coming in just a little bit to give me an estimate to do the lights and get her some plugs and some electrical in there. But yeah, got a little walk-through door right there on the side, and I think it's going to be fantastic. I think I'm more excited about it than she is because I just see the potential in it. But yeah, she's going to have more than enough room for both of her vehicles, and should have some room up front where if she wants to do some shelves, if she wants to do like a little workbench for projects, or if she wants to just put a chase lounge in there or a bed or whatever. This is just going to be her escape. This is going to be her escape whenever she just needs to get away from everything, just come out, chill, much like I've got here with my shop behind me. So really excited for her. I think it's very cool. I think it's just like a win-win for both of us. So yeah, I'm looking forward to her getting all her stuff moved in, getting this completed, and like that. I will update you guys when the electrical's all done and she's moved in. We'll check it all out then. But that's what's going on with that. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, but before I do, I want to thank everyone for 4,000 subscribers. Finally hit that last week and very, very excited about it. I really appreciate all the support. The next goal is 5,000, so please spread the word, share this channel, help me get to 5,000 subscribers. I would greatly appreciate it. So as always, and I know I said that I got this out of the way at the very beginning, but hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. As always, my P.O. Box, Instagram, and Venmo will be in the description down below. Check out my other videos, and yeah, with that, God bless, take care, have an absolutely amazing day.